Alright fellas, let's get into the hot topics of the week here. We got a couple of interesting things on the docket. We have Prince Fielder, and we're going to discuss his ass hat of the week. Ass hat of the week, Prince. Yaz and his little Hall of Fame episode, and a little touch on A-Rod. It's one of my pet peeves with some people around here. But I would be remiss not to kick it off with Mr. I love my Flintstone vitamins. Big Pop, number 34, David Ortiz. What are we thinking, boys?
You know,
David Ortiz, lawyering up?
A, he's lawyering up. B, what did you learn Saturday, really? What did he tell you? Oh, here we go.
I learned that Michael Wiener
needs a haircut. That's number one, man. But here's what you learned, dude. Here's Poppy, dude. Hey, David, did you know what you were taking? No, I do not know what I was taking. I mean, not to mock the guy, but I am mocking the guy, really, because really, and I'm not going to sit here and say that he, you know, buys something off the shelf at GNC, he knows everything that's in there. But let's be honest, fellas, he knows most of the stuff that's going in his body.
Well, the biggest thing is, I took over-the-counter supplements. Okay, you did. Okay, where did you take them? I took them in the United States and I took them in Dominican Republic. Okay, over-the-counter stuff in the Dominican Republic is 10 times more lethal than over-the-counter stuff in the United States. I'll never forget the time that I watched the Outside the Lines or whatever it's called on ESPN about these kids in the baseball academies in the Dominican Republic. They showed
steroids or something.
It looked like a bottle of cough medicine, and these kids are taking it twice a day in the spoon, just like you take cough medicine. This kid was 14 years old, and he was explaining he takes it twice a day to get stronger. Well, it turned out that what it was it is used on horses to repair muscle tears and to see if you can salvage the horse, or you have to kill it. This is a 14-year-old kid, and this is right on the counter in the Dominican Republic. So I take over the counter in the Dominican Republic, and I take the United States. Big difference.
It's like an apple and an orange.
Big difference. Yeah. And the second thing that I got on it is that don't say you don't know what you took. An athlete is one of the most regimented people you will ever meet in your life. They know everything they're doing at what time. This is just how it is. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know what I took. But I took supplements. What kind did you take? I don't remember. You don't remember.
There's no real winners in this situation. You know, it's a train wreck. The whole thing.
It's tired.
You know, do I think David Ortiz took steroids? Yeah, he probably did. You know, do I know what type? Eventually, it's going to come out. You know, this list of over 100 players, it's going to come out eventually. So, I mean, too many people know about it. You know, and eventually, you know, who knows who's on the list? Is Derek Jeter on the list? You know, who knows?
But who's thinking about that list, though? Is that supposed to come out?
Well, supposedly, yeah, too many people know about it. I think, how can you hold that back? Look, I mean, Ortiz is going through this right now.
I know, but it's a federal offense.
Yeah, there's no real winners. They have to just flush it out. I just want them to release the whole thing. Just release it, get it out there. It's going to be like 2 weeks of just back and forth. Oh yeah, this guy's on it, this guy wasn't, whatever. So get it out there. That's what I'd say. You know, it's just a bad. I want to move on from this whole steroid.
No, yeah, I totally agree with that. It's tired. It's right now. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it too. But I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it with the Ortiz thing. Is that, and I think it's a legit question. Is okay. It's known that the Players Association does not like A-Rod. They don't like him.
That has a lot to do with it.
They don't like him since 2002 or 2003. When he tried to come to Boston.
Yeah.
And he was going to take the pay cut.
Yeah.
They stepped in and they were like, no, you're not taking the pay cut.
They stepped in and voided it.
I think it goes back to them that they don't like him. Is he a likable guy? No. He's not a likable guy. He's a big diva. He's an asshat. He's an asshat.
He's an asshat. No question.
Is he the best player probably that I've ever seen? Yeah. Probably. He is to me.
Too bad. It's too bad that he did that. But you know, all these players are trying to get an edge. You know, so
I mean, him getting an edge, and you know, A-Rod. I mean, there's a big difference. A-Rod not taking steroids is better than David Ortiz taking steroids.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a big. David Ortiz benefited
tenfold.
He made a name for himself on this stuff. Do not tell me that he didn't, I mean, that next season, 2003, 2004, 2005, you don't go from hitting 20 homers, 15, 20 homers a year at the age of 25 years old to jacking 54, 40 something. I mean, you just don't do it.
No,
I don't
no.
care if he was shooting it in his
Absolutely.
ass or if he was taking, what they called it? They called it something, they said there's an andro supplement that's over the counter back then. Andro 14 or something like that. It's over the counter, but it converts to something called nandrolone, which is a steroid that forms, it forms in your liver.
Yeah.
It gets processed as a
So
steroid,
it turns
something
into a
in
steroid.
there, which gave a positive test.
Well, I think
That's
the
what he was
personality is a big part of it. Like you said, Ortiz, he's
Oh,
loved in Boston and Major League Baseball.
All
really.
around, not just Boston.
He had that Major League representative right there with him, and he was, you know, you can take that
Well, it's
for
a
what it is.
situation where his personality bailed him out and helped him.
And he came across, you know, look, I mean, whether you believe him or you don't believe him,
Right.
he did come out and say, okay, this is what I did, you know, I'm still not sure what they have on me, so he's claiming some ignorance there. I think, Dave, you know what you did, you know? So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's,
exactly.
it's a little, you know, it's tough to believe there.
I'm like you, though. I'm tired of it now.
Yeah.
It's like, I just, look at it. It's the steroid era. It's
Absolutely.
over. And, you know, I say it's over. I don't know if it is over. I mean, they're on something. There's always some chemist that's moving ahead. I mean, these guys aren't stupid. There's something, they're always moving ahead. Is it ever going to be fully eradicated from the game? No. It's never going to be. There's always something new. There's always new masking agents. These nerds up at MIT, I mean, they're on people's payroll, okay? They're on your payroll in their mama's basement.
That's how they get through college.
Come on. I mean,
Absolutely.
and they're brilliant.
You think Manny's calling Ortiz saying, you know, oh, sorry, you know, when you got bagged on this, you know, I did too, I lost 50 games, you know.
I get over these words. I don't know. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, I mean, let's just move on for now.
Yeah.
It's not, the second thing that was, it wasn't last week, but it was before we started shooting this, since this is our first show. There's the Prince Fielder thing, I mean, the asshat. I mean, I just have never seen this circumstance. The whole setup was like a railroad setup. I don't even know what the whole setup of this thing with Manny at the clubhouse like this, and the players, you know, coming up. Oh, you can't go. I mean, pretending to restrain this goon. It was like I just had never seen this scene. I mean, what are we thinking about Prince?
I guess that's when you're on an inconsequential team, that this stuff kind of happens.
Yeah,
you know?
let's make some noise.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It was like a, you know, WrestleMania, you know, so you go into
No,
the
like nothing happened except for him
why not?
cussing and like, get me.
When are they going to start breaking the chairs over there, over the neck?
And I felt bad for the kids. The kids, they're like this.
Yeah.
And he's making like $14 an hour to stand there and look at this behemoth
The rental
charging
car.
with a bunch of goons that can't, you know, oh, Prince, you know, come in. And then you see the man, I mean, it's,
You do security at Dodger Stadium, you know, which nothing ever happens. You keep guys with, you know, reporters trying to keep them out of the press.
I mean, you know, I guess I got a few ideas on this, dude.
yeah, I think
You know,
You kinda-
couple three, I guess, dude. You know, number one, dude, I say Prince, dude. What would you thinking? Number one. Any ball player knows.
He wasn't thinking, that's the problem.
He wasn't thinking, but any ball player knows. Keep your shit on the field, dude. You got a problem with the guy? Beat his ass on the field, dude. Pull a Euclid. Throw your helmet, throw your bat, whatever you gotta do.
No.
You know, number two, touching on the ass out of the week, Prince. Everybody knows it's a joke. You had no intentions of ever getting into that clubhouse.
Oh, exactly.
Number one, you're gonna get your ass beat.
Oh,
You know, here I am, Prince Fielder. Here I come, I'm Prince Fielder. I'm coming to kick some ass. You know,
Did you break down the door? What happened?
no, here are his teammates. Yeah, Prince, don't do it. Stop, Prince, don't do it.
he's looking for the ammo on his phone.
Yeah, Guillermo. Yeah. Number three, Guillermo's lifting weights. Prince, you know. And you know, let's be honest, dude. This ain't Guillermo's first answer. You know,
And he's going to come out wearing a towel and say, oh, man, give it